Hi everybody, John Ellis with SEO Wise, and I wanted to talk to you about what I'm doing with the Longmont Restorative Justice Project, the LCJP Story. Why we're even doing this. Beginning of this year, I was talking to my dad, and he lives in Longmont, Colorado, and he was telling me about this volunteer program that he was a part of and had been a part of for a while, and it was called the Longmont Community Justice Partnership. And he said it was amazing and had changed his mind on how he looked at the justice system, and it was just an incredible experience for him. And he started telling me about the results, about what it was, restorative practices, and the circle that they have with the offender and the victim and the community, and how everybody works together to solve the problem, to resolve the issue and heal the situation. Completely different from the way our justice system functions. Okay. And I said, well, this is amazing. What kind of results do they have? I mean, what is this? He goes, well, they're making it law. They've made it law in Colorado. So this community of Longmont has been doing this for 20 years. And it's been so successful that in 2014, the state of Colorado made it law. And I said, that's incredible. I said, what has it done? The recidivism rate for crime nationally is about 65%. That's pretty bad. You commit a crime, you go to jail, or you commit a crime, you take care of your punitive damages, whatever you're fined, you're penalized, you're sent back out into the world. 65% of offenders will offend again within 5 years, within the first year apparently, and you know, this is national average. Longmont was no different 20 years ago. Today, right now, Longmont is at 7%, and for the last decade, they've averaged around 10% recidivism rate. Their community is completely changed and functions completely different because of restorative practices. It's like, that's absolutely ridiculously insane that it's that successful. It's even more insane that Colorado has seen how successful this is, because I don't think government's doing a great job these days. So I was amazed that the Colorado state government was aware of it and was able to take it and say, let's make this law. That blew my mind. My next question was, how come I haven't heard anything about this on the news at all? I haven't heard any stories. You'd think this would be making national coverage in light of what's going on with Ferguson and Baltimore, and more recently what's happened in Charleston, in South Carolina. No, not a word. I found one news story from a couple years ago about it. The news media is not covering this story, and that's why I run this series. Somebody needs to bring attention to the success of Longmont, attention to the fact that the state of Colorado has implemented these restorative practices, and somebody needs to ask our federal government why we are not doing this right now. We are the prison country. We put more people in prison than any other country in the world. Why are we not implementing restorative practices in our nation right now? Media's not talking about it, government's not talking about it. So, we're talking about it. 6 episodes. It's the LCJP Story. We've already talked to Candy Campbell, who is the director of the LCJP and the director of the Boulder County implementation of restorative practices. And episode 2 is coming up on July 1st, and we'll be talking with Mike Butler, who is the Chief Public Safety Officer for the City of Longmont. And I love that title, and we're going to talk to him about that title. Public Safety Officer, which includes police, fire, systems, and information. He takes care of it all. Okay, this is the chief of police, but he does not like that title. Okay, public safety. It's a completely different way to view it. Right? You're going to meet a man who doesn't wear the badge, does not wear the uniform. He walks the streets of his community and talks to his community members and gets to know them, and this is fundamental in how restorative practices work. It is a grassroots, from the ground up community effort. We're going to learn about that from Mike and the other individuals we're going to interview throughout the series. I'd love for you to join us, join the discussion, watch the program, learn about restorative practices, learn about how it functions and how it works so well, and let's bring it to the attention of our federal government. Let's get this as a national imperative. We need to do this now. That's it. That's what's going on. I wanted to provide that information for you. I should have done this in the first place. I did. Sorry. SEO-wise channel, you'll find the LCJP Story. Please join us.